We're doing ice levels, as the title card says. All right, let's go. So Mopsy Bopsy in the chat suggested Northeast Frost Street from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This is a more recent Kirby game, and I have not played it. So I'm going to be hearing this for the first time. Let's go through once for vibes, and then again for analysis. Let's do it. Okay, already got like a chill, lo-fi backbeat loop going on here. Flutes. Ooh. Ooh. Some smooth guitar. Very vibey, very uplifting. I love that guitar tone. And just the melody. Oh, it's gotten more gainy. A lot of those high glockenspiels, that's usually, like I said before, that's kind of how you evoke ice. Oh, there's brass. Okay, we moved up. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this definitely has like a Winter Wonderland kind of vibe to it. Anime. Sus 4? Yep. Sus 4 to 3. Yeah. Another Sus 4. Sus motion. Alright. Oh, those like, that weird like tubular bell sound in the background. I didn't notice that before. The vibe of this, it reminds me of Planet Wisp from Sonic Colors. The chords and the general like chillness of it. Everything feels so like bright and open, right? And I think that's, you know, par for the course with Kirby music. It's all really like lighthearted and adventurous until you get to the bosses and you're fighting like hell demons or whatever. But it's a very good vibe. Like, it's almost got this like oldies sort of vibe to it, but I think like a lot of anime-ish music will pull from those same like chord progressions and textures and stuff. It's definitely doing the kind of like anime pop jazz sort of thing, especially with the guitars. High watt at a lower gain? It's possible. Good judicious but effective use of suspended motion. And again, yeah. All right, and then we fade. This is a really good vibe. The icy boss theme from this game is freeform jazz, and it was a tough call between that and this. I mean, I like this. I feel like freeform jazz would be a bit too hard for me to follow in the time that I have for these streams. So good choice. This is a good vibe. That's why I went with this one. Thank you for not torturing me. I appreciate that. It's great.
Okay, but before we break that down, let me tell you something. I don't have a sponsor for this video. My efforts are funded by generous contributions from viewers like you through Patreon. If you want to see more of this, and you want to hear more of my stuff than anybody else can right now, go to case.dog/join, or click that link up in the card and become a Moonling. That's where you get to hear my unreleased music, get access to a VIP chat in my Discord where I post the evolution of my tracks as I work on them. You can get the master stems to my 100+ songs that I've put out, and there's tiers where you can see your name in a lower third in the video, which you're about to see. Thanks for listening, and yeah, I do have blue hair now. Back to the video.
So right away I'm hearing like a 1-2 F into G. Depending on what key we're in, this could be a 6-7 or a 4-5, right? Let's hear more context. There's some kind of arpeggio like that going up top too. Pedaling on F mostly. Ah, and then we go down to 3. This A minor here. Oh, we go to 7 and then 3. Yeah. I'm hearing that. It's a little bit of a change up at the end here. Oh no, it goes 1, 2, 1, 6. And the end of that progression is on 3. Which would then lead me to believe that we're actually in A minor, and that this thing we were doing before is a 6-7, right? So then that would make this 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, and then 1. Yeah, that would make more sense. Sometimes what you end on is more indicative of the key you're in than what you start on. But either way, we modulate up a half step to B flat right away. Then down to A. We move up a whole step. So that's definitely a modulation, right? Because if we're doing this thing where we go down to like a half step below, and then we move up a whole step, that means that we probably did modulate to get here, right? But we're also modulating again up a whole step. We are now in a different key because we are too many half steps different than what we were on before. And then we go down to A again. Yeah, so now we're on A flat. So the sequences we've gone on to here, we move up to B flat from what was A, and we rock between that and A. Then we move up to this actual B, this B natural, and then it sounds like we modulate down, now a half step below where we were initially in the key. But this might not be the one. This might not be the one of the section yet. We'll have to figure that out. Ah, okay. Okay, so we get a new chord progression and we get some new stuff happening. So this just basically starts descending. We start on this A flat. We go down to G minor, and then down to F minor, and then land on E flat. What's a reference that I can think of? Because I've definitely heard this before. Blinded by the Light, it's that song. But that's a cool little chord progression we've switched into. Descending line. Yeah, okay, so we start going. I like that. So I think we're actually in C. I think that this whole thing is walking around
C major.
which would make this 6, 5, 1, and then 4, 6, 7, 1. I think that's what we're going with here. Ah, and we do it. That's where that sus motion comes in, right? So we do it there. Ah, and then we go. Yeah. Little change up to the chord motion there. Yeah, and then we just 6, 5, 1, down back to C minor. And we do that sus motion again. Another good use of sus motion. It seems to come with the icy territory, I notice. Then we start rising. Again on this F sharp. It does another one of those sus motions, suspended sus4 into hitting the major third. That's cool. And we've also modulated while doing that, right? So we start on this A flat, which is also a G sharp, keep that in mind. And then we do this half step up here. And then another half step. And then we land on an F sharp. And what's cool about that, in my opinion, is that when we land on that F sharp, it sounds like where we're supposed to land. However, where we started would make it a 7th. of the root that we started with. But the way that we change through those chords, I like that. So that's a cool little motion there. Two really good uses of that sus motion in different keys, and they use it well. It's like the feel of that like suspended motion stuff. It feels like a door opening or something. It feels like light coming through a window. Like you're pulling curtains back or something, and everything like clears up. That's the sort of vibe I get from when I hear that in like a good context like this, right? And I think we go back down to F, yeah. So I want to hear, what is the melody doing? Because I've only really focused on the chords, right? So we're definitely... We're sort of, you know, what's actually interesting about this is it's avoiding F. It's playing a lot of other intervals around it. It plays the 7. And we land on a second of what the chord moves to, which is cool. That's interesting to me. And we do something like that, right? And it mostly does... Yeah. Yeah. And we do a similar thing. When we modulate up, and then we have that guitar coming in, and it essentially does the same melody. And I think the whole thing modulates up a step when it moves. Yeah, and then... And then I think we move down to A flat. The melodies all seem like variations on the same sort of like flow, right? And this is also starting on a 7. Yeah. So we have like mostly variations in the melodies going on that sort of follow where the key center is every time it changes. And they are doing a little extra flair, a little bit of different stuff each time. I like that that jump there. Just the little extra notes it adds to that melody. I really like this guitar line. And this comes with the descent, right? Yeah, and then yeah. Yeah, and we get that little I just love that guitar line. It's especially when it's doing the descent, right? Like just the chord motion under that also makes it more satisfying. I like that. And it lands on that C. Another sus4 in there. And that's pretty much the whole thing. It essentially loops from there. Now, this is a cool track. It's very chill. It has a lot of really cool chord motion and like modulation and stuff. This one does a lot more work with the modulations. It uses its chord borrowings and its modulating to push the place in different places. And the upper melodies all seem to follow. It's a very concise vibe. And it's pretty jazzy. The way that it moves around is kind of jazzy. Also very anime. It is sort of like the anime flavor of jazzy. It sounds very, very J-pop. I do like this though. It's a chill vibe. I think, as far as the rating goes, this is also a 4. I enjoy it. I don't have a whole lot of complaints about this. It catches me off guard in some very, very pleasing ways. It utilizes that sus4 twice to very, very good effect. And it also does a cool few things where it will end on the 7 of what it started with by some like strategic modulation, but it still feels satisfying when you get there. That's hard to pull off. I dig this one. I like it. This is Northeast Frost Street from Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. And that was suggested by Mopsy Bopsy in the chat. Thank you for that. It's another 4. It's another 4 out of 5 from me. All right, how do you think I did? If you like the analysis, hit like. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, hit subscribe and the bell to make sure you see when new videos go up. Let me know what you think. Is there anything you think I missed or glossed over? Let me know in the comments. I would love the feedback. I'll see you next time.